Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. So, here I am today to make a video about a town in Calabria. So, I'm going to talk about Scalea. Scalea is a well-known town in Calabria, very touristic place. We can see here by the picture on the top left of the screen, beautiful sea. So we are in Calabria and we are in Cosenza province. So Cosenza is one of the five provinces of Calabria. But so we are going to investigate now more about this town called Scalea. So let's read here, and it says that I'm gonna read in Italian. Scalea è un comune italiano di 11.568 abitanti. So it's an Italian council municipality of 11,568 inhabitants in Cosenza province, Calabria. So, my friends, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Scalea. I'm going to talk about generic information, the price, the average of the prices per square meter in Scalea, and then in the end, I will show properties under 100,000 euro, under 100k for sale in this town, and then we're going to see what's on the market in Scalea. All right, so after this introduction, please put like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it takes 2 seconds, and it doesn't cost anything. All right, so my friends, let's start this journey about Scalea. Let's start here from Google Maps, okay? Let me show you where Scalea is. So we are in Calabria. So now where we see Parco Nazionale del Pollino, so from here, now here we are talking about quite high mountains as well. So we are not far from mountains. It's also possible to ski in this area. There are ski resorts. Then, as we can see, so anyway, this is all Calabria region. There are so many kilometers of coast in Calabria. Here, Scalea is in the northern part, so is in the most northern part of the region. So we are quite far, for example, from Sicily, Reggio Calabria, or Messina. I think it's more than 3 hours driving from Scalea. So I'd say that Scalea is much closer to Naples than to Reggio Calabria. Now, let's investigate a bit more. So the biggest city, if we want to go from Scalea to the biggest city, we are going to Naples. Then obviously we have a few cities in Calabria region, and the closest is Cosenza. Now, as we said anyway, Cosenza is also a province, so Scalea is in Cosenza province, but I will show you a bit better. Then, what I want to show you about Scalea, what I want to say about Scalea is that we are very, very close to Basilicata region. So, because Calabria region has the border, the northern border is with Basilicata, where we see Maratea here. It's a beautiful destination, beautiful place, lovely sea, beautiful sea, but we are already in Basilicata. So basically there is this town here, Praia a Mare, which is another beautiful touristic destination. After Praia a Mare, we are already in Basilicata province. So I'd say from Scalea to Maratea is about 20 kilometers. Then where we see here Sapri is already in Campania region, because the coastal part of Basilicata is about 30-40 kilometers of. So from Calabria, driving northern direction, there are 40, maximum 50 kilometers of coast of Basilicata, and then we enter straight away in Campania region. Campania, and then we go down to this area called Cilento, to not confuse with Salento. So we are, and then here we have other beautiful touristic destinations like Palinuro, Marina di Camerota. So these are highly touristic destinations. All right, so basically I showed you on Google Maps all we had to find out about Scalea. Again, as we can see, we have before Naples, of course, there is Salerno, Battipaglia. Then, obviously, we can also go, for example, to the Ionian coast, but it's around more than 1 hour driving, probably, if we want to go to from Scalea to Trebisacce, which is still in Calabria, but it's another sea. So, when we like, if we like to explore, if we love nature, if we love sea, this place in Calabria, Scalea, gives you the chance, gives you the opportunity to have the mountains, to have beautiful sea, to have two different type of seas. So it has a great offer. Again, for me, Calabria has a huge potential, but is a lot underrated in Italy. All right, so next, let's go to Wikipedia. Now, here, when we go to Wikipedia, I always recommend to go in the Italian Wikipedia, which I put always the link down in the comments, in the description of the video, simply to make it easy for you, because if you are typing in Wikipedia, in the English Wikipedia, you will not find a lot of information. So you go through the Italian one, then we translate. Let me translate here, 1 second, the page. Traduci in English, in inglese. So, and then basically here we have, so Scalea in Calabrian, Scalea with K in Byzantine Greek, is an Italian municipality of 11,573 inhabitants in the province of Cosenza in Calabria. It rises near ancient Laos, a city of Magna Grecia. Magna Grecia, it was when the Greeks, before the Romans, colonized the south of Italy, and they founded most of the ancient cities in the south of Italy actually were founded by the Greeks. So this is a bit of history. The old Scalea was called Laos. Then origins of the name, I'm not going too deep, so you can find plenty of information, physical geography, history. So here, for example, in these two maps, we see where Scalea is in the Italian map, and then here in Cosenza province. Here in red, we can see Scalea municipality. All right, so next, after Wikipedia, next is Realadvisor.it, which I always recommend to have a view in case you want to buy a property in Italy, you are interested to buy, or simply for curiosity, as a curiosity. So you can have a look province by province, which are the prices per square meter in each municipality. So in this case, for example, I have already selected Scalea. We can see here. So Scalea, Mercato Immobiliare, House Market, prezzo al metro quadro, price per square meter, online. So these prices that we see here are based on the average of the prices of the houses that had been listed online. We are not talking about properties that had not been listed online. So now, if we investigate a bit, we see that the apartment prices are about 949 square meters, 949 euro per square meter, if we are talking about an apartment, and that is an average that goes between the cheapest, that is 334, to a maximum of 2,481 euro per square meter. And this is when we are talking about apartments. Then, if we are talking about houses, the prices per square meter, we can see that are already they are much higher. So we are talking about what the average is 1,546 euro per square meter. Then from a minimum price of 409, so probably a property had been leased for this price, to an up a maximum of 5,249 euro per square meter. So where we see 5,249, it's probably a villa, it's probably I don't know, in a very good condition, so with a high potential, but I have to make videos about the value itself of the properties in Italy. So I will dedicate one video just about to talk the value of the properties and the potential, if there is a potential. All right, now let's go here on the map. So we see that anyway we have Cosenza municipality. So straight away we can see that there are few municipalities which are in red. So where these municipalities are in red, they are colored in red color. It means that the price per square meter is quite high. Where we see an example here, the average 1,546. So Scalea is not red, but is in orange color, and I will show you, or dark yellow, let's say. Then we see that the cheapest municipalities that have houses for sale per square meters, the cheapest one, the lowest, are the one in dark green. So let's zoom in here to understand. For example, if I'm interested to buy a property in Scalea, and I see that Scalea is on the sea, then we see that there is this town that I mentioned before, Praia a Mare or Tortora. This one on the coast, at the border with Basilicata region, we see they are in red. Then we have in orange Trebisacce. So we have other municipalities that are in orange, and then we have yellow, dark yellow, light yellow. So Scalea is in between because we are talking about yellow. So we are around, as I said, the price per square meter of a house. Now here in these videos I'm focusing only on houses, because I know, and I'm referring to expats, I know expats prefer to live in houses rather than in apartments. Okay, so here I see that, for example, now let me zoom in a bit more. Now there is another municipality which is quite interesting, not far from Scalea. This municipality is called Diamante. This town is called Diamante. Diamante in English, translated in English, is diamond. So it's called Diamond, this town. It is a beautiful destination, beautiful sea, touristic, highly touristic. Again, so we have Scalea, Praia Mare, and Diamante, which are three very high touristic destinations. Then, personally, if I should buy a property in this area, I would have already focused, for example, in this green area. Now, these are not dark green, as we see are light green. I would like to see the name of these two municipalities here. Let me see. Okay, Avena, Bivio Avena, Papasidero, or Aieta. Simply. But then I believe that in Praia Mare, if I'm going, let's say, a bit in the inner part of the region, I'd say that the prices might drop. They might drop enough. Simply, the prices are quite high if you're buying a house on the sea. So this was just to give you an idea of the price market per square meter in this province, We are talking about Cosenza province. Then, if you like mountains, for example, there is this Castrovillari, these municipalities here, Morano Calabria. I'd say we are not, probably it takes half an hour driving to go to the sea, maybe a tiny bit more. I should investigate on Google Maps, but so we'll see this later. Um, all right, so Google Maps, I was already on Google Maps, then we have done Wikipedia, now Realadvisor. Again, I just repeat one more time, the average price per square meter is 1,546 euro. And now we are going to see if this data is actually matching with the properties for sale on Idealista. Okay, let's type Scalea. Okay, Scalea, Cosenza Municipality. Now here I already see that there are 812 houses, homes for sale in between apartments and houses. So here we have the historic center of Scalea, the historic part. Then we see that there are a few districts around Scalea. So we have Zona Stadio, Via Laos, Campovolo, Fiume Lao, Piano Lettieri, Piano Grande, Petrosa, Baia Carpino. So here they are showing you in these 812 properties, there are all the properties in this area. But now I'm going to do, anyway, a selection. I start from here. Let's see all the 812 properties for sale. And then I'll start doing my usual research. So maximum price, I already select. I'm going to select 100,000 euro. All right. So then minimum size, 100 square meters or 80. Let's do 80. Then I might change it. 80 square meters. So 80 square meters, 100,000 euro. It means we are a tiny bit more over 1,000 euro per square meter. Then only houses. I avoid flats and duplexes. And then I'm gonna avoid auction properties. Okay, and then for last, I'm going to select by lowest price. And then now we'll see what's going on the market here, what's on for sale, what's for sale here. So the first one, I will skip it, it looks like an apartment. Then terraced house in Via della Libertà, La Bruca, Scalea. I'm not entering now into each property simply because I want to have a generic idea about the properties for sale in this area. I mean, the properties for sale under 100,000 euro, possibly not in need of renovation. That's always to repeat that I'm always looking for properties that are not in need of renovation. All right, so we have 55,000 euro. Let's say there are 17 pictures. I see a lovely terrace, a lovely the front of the house. The house itself is in a good condition. Bedrooms looks okay. Wait, the washing machine in the bedroom. Ah, okay, it's unplugged. All right. Let me see, just 1 second. So if this is the same bedroom, yes, this is the same bedroom. Anyway, then I want to see, yeah, it's always the same bedroom. We offer in Italy a terraced house with an 80 square meters plot of land, separate entrance. It has a garden at the entrance. So it also has a little plot of land. Anyway, not in a very good condition. It looks like there are, and probably it is on 2 floors. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna enter now. I only say that the price, it's not bad. So we are talking about 130 square meters, 55,000 euros. So I guess we are under 500 euro per square meter here. So, okay, then following one. Villa in Via del Mare, Campovolo, Fiume Lao, Scalea. Now, 60,000 euros, 6 rooms, 91 square meters. Scalea, Via del Mare, in the park called Vinicio 2, a four-family house of 91 square meters, composed of two independent three rooms. Anyway, let's see. From outside it doesn't look anything special. Then inside the house is in a good condition. I'd say there's no need of renovation, massive renovation. The only thing to do is to buy furniture. Again, these videos obviously are for people who not necessarily want to buy in Calabria, because my videos are not only for for people who wants to buy. My videos are for everyone, also for people who would like to understand a bit more about this place, to understand the house market in this area, to have an idea about what's for sale. So it's not necessary only for people who want to buy a property here in Calabria. Again, generic information, curiosity. So, as for curiosity, I say. Then, detached house in località Piano Grande, Scalea, 68,000 euro, 123 square meters. So, I'd say we are a tiny bit over 500 euro per square meter, maybe 600, 650. Four rooms, two-story villa with independent entrance in a park with gate and parking space. So here there is also parking space, possibility to park two cars, located halfway, so with a sea view. There is also a sea view. The house looks good. Lovely kitchen, modern new kitchen. These are the internal staircase, so leading to the second floor with a lovely view, beautiful view. So this house is interesting because the price is good, and also the condition of the house itself, uh, it's in a good condition. So I can also recommend, for example, people to go on holiday over there. Again, this is the type of place where if you go, and then if you rent a car, you have the chance, the possibility to again drive to different type of destination. You can drive to the Ionian Sea. You can drive northern direction going to Basilicata region or Campania. You can drive southern direction to other towns like Diamante in Calabria. You can go to the mountains. I think this Scalea, it has a good potential. It used to be extremely popular, like many other destinations. Used to be extremely popular in the 70s, in the 80s. Then in the 90s started a kind of decline in some kind of destination. Dynamics, who can we blame? I don't know. But these are the dynamics. Not always places, very touristic destinations are always on the top. Some, yes, they are. Maybe here they abandon a bit. Maybe a good not council. So, for example, and to not look after well. Like, for example, I've been to Metaponto a few years ago. Metaponto is in Basilicata region. It used to be a very good touristic destination back in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, early 90s. I went and I was a bit shocked to see that it's not anymore that touristic as it used to be. Okay, this house here is the same, I saw already. Okay, then the next one, semi-detached house in Via Santa Caterina, Piano Grande, Scalea. So 69,000 euros, six rooms, 90 square meters. So here we are around in between 700 and 800 euro per square meter. Okay, looks in a very good condition, this house. Sorry. So Yeah, again, no renovation works. I see straight away. 90 square meters is a good space. 6 rooms, two-level villa with garden and terrace. So then, anyway, after this video, I will pick one, two, or three houses, and I will make just a specific video about these houses. Then, if you see while you're watching this video and you find one, please write down in the comment section and let me know if there is one in particular where you would like me to make a video just about that property to investigate a bit more. Anyway, I'm gonna copy the links in the comment section, in the description of the video, just to let you find exactly the same research that I set up here. Then semi-detached house in località Foresta, Scalea. Now here it looks like we are a tiny bit in the outskirts of Scalea. Anyway, there was a video. The house, wow, I see palms here. Maybe we are not very far from the sea. Enjoy the sun-kissed beaches of Calabria's west coast during long hot summers, a dream holiday home, and a traditional Italian. Anyway, it has to be investigated. I will have a look myself. I'd say that maybe the house is quite spacious. 4 rooms, 130 square meters. Doesn't look like it needs major works, but some TLC, some renovation might be needed. I don't know. I need to have a look better. That was the bathroom. Here we have another room. I think it's just on one floor. It's not on a 2 floors, this house. Anyway, Calabria, with its big potential, has only opportunities to offer. So here I see the walls needed to be plastered. Again, a bit of humidity. Obviously, if nobody lives in the house, I don't see major leakages, major issues. Anyway, this is for 72,000. Let's see the following one. 73,000. Terraced house in Via del Mare, 73,000. Parking included, 3 rooms, 80 square meters. Townhouse in excellent condition and furnished. All right, so then it's about to judge. Some people might say the prices are very low, and other people might say the prices are very high. Again, here I need to I need to go deeper into the topic of the properties, of the price of the properties, because it's very important to understand if there is a potential or if there isn't. So, and then obviously if we buy for us to live, it's another story. If we do it as an investment, it's another one. So, but for example, this house looks, I see an ensuite room here. Oh no, this is the bathroom from the living room. Okay, I see a lovely outdoor area with this veranda. Anyway, only 7 pictures is not the best. Semi-detached house in Via Santa Caterina, 75,000. 4 rooms, 90 square meters. Panoramic villa with small paved garden and sea view. Scalea, Calabria region, southern Italy, free and furnished at a low price, probably. Anyway, here they're selling. You see, maybe they're selling even for lower the price that they bought this house. So we also have to think that some people might sell it, they might not need any more. Maybe belong to the parents a long time ago. Parents don't go anymore. People are getting old, and maybe they left just as a will to the, but children are not interested to keep a second house. Maybe they have already more than 2, 3. Now, sometimes in Italy, you are facing the situation where people who got a will, a son or a daughter, a child, whatever, got more than one property, and then to maintain these properties it costs. So probably the parents have spent even more money than that to buy. I'm giving you an example. They bought this house for maybe, I can say in liras, in the old lira, maybe they bought it before the euro and was 200 million liras. Now, 200 million liras is about 100,000 euro today. Let's say they bought for 100,000 euro. And then they spend another 50,000 euro for the renovation, for the furniture, and so on. So they spent double the money that they're selling now. So they're selling and they're having a loss. It's particular. Everyone who is selling now a property is having a loss. Everyone. But they are selling. They might not need it. It might cost because they have to pay property tax on second or third or fourth property. So can you imagine if you have one salary and a family, two salaries and a family, and you have to pay to maintain more than one house, more than two, it becomes more expensive, very expensive. All right, semi-detached house in Via Ligabue, Pietrosa, 40,000 euro. Again, I'm wondering how much it costs to build this house. I don't know, probably more than 80,000 euro they spent. I believe so. Again, so probably they are selling. Now I don't know the condition because probably it might also be in need of renovation. Maybe not. But for sure they spend some money. Now Italians, but not only Italians, everyone who buy a property spend money on these properties. Then the question is, am I gonna get the money back the moment I'm selling? The answer in Italy is in 80% of the cases is no. Then there is a 20% particular locations where they're making profit, where there's high demand, big cities, okay, but still not that massive profit. We are talking about a 20, 30%, and then we have to calculate the inflation. So the amount of money I lost by the years with the inflation. So it's long story, long topic, a lot to say about this as a person who like uh, property house markets. Now, terrace house in Via Valeriano, Baia del Carpino, 82,000, 4 rooms, 100 square meters. Now, this is typical semi-detached house. Again, good condition, 2 floors. Now, I'm just quickly looking at the pictures. As lovely veranda. So, if this could be more as an holiday home. Then, should the seller drop even more the price? That is another question. If they're already having a loss, are they trying to keep the price a bit higher than the real market is? That is another question. Interesting, a lot of things to say. Then, that's an interesting house anyway. I didn't look at all the pictures, but again, you can have a look yourself. I'm gonna copy exactly the same link of the page that I'm having a look now. So this link here, Idealista, Italian English, vendita case Scalea Cosenza, con prezzo, dimensione. So just I'm gonna do copy, paste in the description of the video, and you can find out exactly what I'm looking at, what I'm looking on the screen now. Then another terraced house for 83,000. Now I see that anyway under 100,000 we have a good amount of properties. Actually, now let's remember this one, 83. There's one thing that I forgot to check. So I've started my research before from 812 properties, and then after putting the selection of the square meters, the price, we dropped to 26, only 26 houses. So from 812, so it's much easier. I have already removed from my selection more than 750 properties. So it's much easier. I hope my videos are also helping you how to make a kind of easy and quick research. Then 85,000, lovely house here. There is a video. Another lovely house. They are bright. They're new, they're in a good condition, veranda. Interesting. I like this type of houses and I like the location. Also, the location is not far, very far from the airports. I don't know which airports actually are in Calabria region. I never investigated properly. Anyway, we have a spacious house here with few bedrooms. Then detached house in Via Sandro Botticelli, another one. You see, this is the view you have of Scalea Sea, and it's beautiful. So you have sandy beaches from one side, and then you have rocky beaches, also for people who like rocky. I prefer rocks, for example, more than sandy. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have just a quick look. I see a few good properties, a few good amount of properties for 85,000 euro. Here we even have a Christmas tree now that we are going to the summer season. Then here, for example, this one doesn't look that bad. Another, the same style with staircase from the living room, two floors, everything in order, good tiles, balconies, obviously furniture, lovely outdoor space, veranda, lovely. These are lovely properties. I could say now that I'm at the end of the video, I could say that maybe they're a bit more, they're a tiny bit more expensive because I don't know if you're going to be able to get this money back in case you wanted to sell. But anyway, it shows that the the price market is this one, so it won't go lower. Even it depends. Many factors that can select and make it things going in a way or in another. Here we have another one for 90,000 showing you that the house is here, is on the hill, close to the beaches, even by walk. So another one room, 97,000, one room. Okay, no, they just wrote one room, but there is more than one bedroom. Anyway, again, these houses are all not in need of renovation. Interesting. Okay, my friends, so I stop here at 92,000, 94, 95, 97. I think I will pick one or two properties and I will make maybe three. It depends if people also like this area. If I see that this video has enough views and people are interested to see this type of houses, then I can make more than one video. All right, my friends. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Again, if you watch up to now, don't forget to put like, to subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it doesn't cost anything. All right, my friends. See you here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Bye for now. Bye.